Eli had already heard the word just from the scriptures alone, but turned a deaf ear to it. So the tendency, I think, in our world throughout history, like I said today, it's like when God walked in the garden with Adam and Eve, the question was never, where is God? It was, where are you, Adam? And the question's never, where is God? The question's always, where are we? I mean, certainly anyone can argue, but you can't. It's kind of futile. It's just like somebody saying, well, I don't agree. I think that God's the one that's absent. Well, it's your opinion. I don't. I think that we're the ones that are absent. And the Bible certainly teaches that we're the ones that are absent. Another 400 years of silence. And Jesus hears the voice of the Father calling out his name and opens up the heavens. And a dove comes down. And his baptism. And he says, you are my son, and in my favor rests. And it's amazing how many ways, if we open ourselves. So a few years ago, I just decided I want to open myself up to every way possible for God to speak to me. I just want to open myself up, God, to you. I want to believe every day that you're going to speak to me in every circumstance, in every situation. Like, it doesn't mean that every situation I find something that God's saying. But I find it a lot easier than if I just ignore life. Heschel said this. He said, life becomes routine, and routine is resistance to wonder. So our lives of routine and things that happen, if you don't just awaken yourself every morning expecting God to speak to you, you probably won't hear anything. But if I awaken every morning, I just expect that I'm let's just start there if you have a hard time with it. Some people do have a hard time with this, believe it or not. Maybe not you guys, but there could be people. I mean, it's like, it maybe start with, am I as important as a bird? I mean, Jesus says you're more important. But what if you can't start there to say, well, maybe could I be as important as a bird? And God says he knows every one. And he cares for them. And he even cares for you more. Like you're talking to him. I mean, I just got this vision. Try this sometime if you're an imagination kind of guy. Just try this. Just sit down in a coffee shop, and if you have no one to sit with, just sit with Jesus. And just use your imagination. God gave you your imagination. It's a part of his creation. And he gave it to you for a reason. Not everything that you utilize your imagination for is fake. Imagination does not equal fake. That's something that we've come up with the last 300 years. It's not always the way it was in the church. And so, if we use our imagination, it's really fun. Like, I was thinking about that the other day. Imagination. So I was thinking about God loving me more than a canary, and him knowing the hairs on my head. And it just was fun for me. I just started thinking, okay, Jesus. I didn't have anybody to sit with. The guys were doing something else. And so I was just sitting, and I was imagining Jesus sitting by me. And then I just started imagining myself telling him all the things that I was kind of scared about, or afraid of, or anxious about.